I was invited to get early access footage of Black Ops Royale gameplay. After being pitted against some of the best players in the world, oh my God, I got the first win ever. And as of now, I'm the only person with 2 wins to their name. But the question, is this new mode actually good? The long-awaited Black Ops Royale or Blackout 2 gameplay is finally here. Like I said in the intro, we've got 2 wins. We are going to be diving in and taking a look, but I kind of need to explain how this worked, what happened, and things of that nature. So I will let you know off rip. Obviously, I'm doing post commentary here, right? The reason why is because we got invited. There were no face cams. You couldn't really record your microphone. It was just you dive in, you get gameplay. Technically, you could have recorded on these headsets whenever we showed up, but it was not a great setup. I'm gonna give it to you straight, and the gameplay is only in 1440p. I've upscaled it to 4K to look a little bit better, but the reason why is because that was the monitors that they had at their setup, right? So they had that, it was a 9070 XT, I think it was a 9800X 3D, stuff like that. So pretty decent, but the way that you record it, not so great. But this was actually the very first game right here, the first game of Black Ops Royale ever. No other people had really dived in and gotten this done against other players. Obviously, you know, I think there was the Joe versus Repulse gameplay, but they were playing entirely against other devs. This was against other creators. You can see in the bottom right, I've got Mr. Marvel TV, I've got Lucky Shamu on my team, and we dove in, and I actually kind of IGL'd here. It was me and Lucky Shamu, we kind of traded off with the IGL because I am the big map player. Lucky Shamu plays small map. Mr. Marvel plays small map. I'm actually not sure what exactly List plays, but I do know we had to lock in for these games because we were playing against the likes of Repulse, Swag, like so many other crazy good players. But at the end of the day, you know, you're going to see us run into some of these big names, right? So off rip, you're going to see we're flying in. I did have my textures turned down quite a bit on the first match, but on the second game, you're going to get to see a little bit better gameplay because I fixed my textures. But right here, you see an activity, right? These are one of the activities. This is called the surprise shipment. You have to go through, destroy bots. You're able to get an armor satchel out of that. You also get a weapon upgrade from that. And basically, if you haven't watched my videos talking about how this game works, these weapon upgrades are just going to give you another attachment, but also give you a massive push to whether or not your guns are good. Now, you may notice I died to Fallow Cat. This is not a creator. The people that filled in the lobby, by the way, 100-player lobbies. There were 36 of us. The people that filled in the lobbies, they were the developers. They were play testers, stuff like that. I got to play against some of these developers, and I actually ended up getting a developer on my team, funny enough, who splatted the ground. And I, the entire time, basically had Pete. I'm trying to think of Pete's last name, but he is the game director at Warzone at Raven Software, right? And he worked on this, obviously, alongside Treyarch. He was standing behind me basically the whole time, watching me play, which is kind of crazy. WP. Now, this guy loves the game. I just want to be very clear, but it was such an awesome opportunity to be able to have those conversations every time something what is this, what is that. The night before, we dove in and we tried these out. I was able to sit down at dinner and have a conversation with him for like an hour. I took an hour of this man's life to ask questions about Warzone that I'd always wanted to know, things about casuals that, by the way, I was right about, that I can't tell you guys about because now it breaks the freaking thing, but I'm gonna keep saying things in the future. Hey, just wanted to quickly ask that if you appreciate early access gameplay and information like this, make sure that you subscribe. I obviously can't do any of this without you. So make sure if you want to see more, if you want to hear more about stuff like this, you stick around and maybe never miss another video again. Thanks so much. Let's dive back in. Long story short, there's a lot of things about casuals that I did get right, and I figured that out by talking to him. It was a very interesting conversation, the things he said, the things that I learned. And the future of Warzone. Like, I think the future is actually bright after having these conversations. I think it just all comes down to whether or not people are going to give this mode a shot. And I've been very open about the fact that I think there's things that are going to be tough to get used to with this mode, but I also think there's really great things. So the good thing about Blackout and the biggest issue with Warzone is loadouts. Believe it or not, loadouts are great, but they put you in a weird situation. So right here, by the way, we are getting into an engagement. Lucky died. I realized like, hey, probably not the greatest idea to push this. I'm calling out to my teammates. You won't hear my mic. You may hear their mics, but I'm calling out to my teammates. Hey, we've got to get out. We got to get out. If we chow this, we're going to die. We don't have enough guns. We don't have enough armor. We don't have anything that we can use to put ourselves at an advantage here. We need to get out. So you'll see everybody starts kind of backing up, stuff like that. But anyway, my point was, Warzone, the biggest problem is loadouts. And the reason why is because when people hop in, there's a barrier to entry. You need to level up these guns to get your personal favorite loadout. And while it's a great thing that you get to use your guns, the issue is you end up in these situations where every new update, there's this new barrier to entry. Every new update, oh, I got to level up another gun. Every time there's a change with these weapons, oh, I got to level up another gun. It is really frustrating from a casual player's perspective, right? Because you dive in and you don't like have the guns that your friends have. So it's like, oh, do I buy a bundle? Well, that's not fun because the bundles in this game are not built for Warzone. So it's not like you're getting good attachments. So at the end of the day, the big thing is Blackout gives the opportunity for anyone to dive in, or Black Ops Royale gives the opportunity for anybody to dive in and have a good time playing the game, because you just pick up random guns, you level up with ground loot like attachments. You can see on your screen right here, control stock, steady sway, hand stop, extended mag, 3x optic, long barrel. You can also see this is the M34 Nova line with the scout setup. So it's kind of built to be a sniper, right? You've got a sniper version of this weapon. Everything pops up with kind of its own little thing explaining how it's going to be. CQB is close quarters combat. So you're going to have that set up every time you level it up with an attachment, which just pops up on the ground. By the way, we did have some recording problems. So if you see it jump here and there, that's why I just jumped to my next start of a footage, because whenever the tech went to set up everything, they didn't format the drives right. So you couldn't record past like 5 minutes. Crazy. So anyway, that's why you'll see it jump here and there, but I got it fixed for the second gameplay, which is where things get really, really intense. And it's probably the coolest gameplay you're going to see from any creator that went. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and pause it just because I want you to see. We've got a satchel right here. We got a trauma kit right there. This is from doing the bots that I mentioned earlier, the shipment container. And you get the level up for your gun. So I go through and I kind of hit what I can just to pick everything up. You do see that I level up, I get that next attachment. And every time you level up your gun, the attachment does some cool stuff, but also moving from gray to green does also give you additional benefits. So it's a big boost. It's not just what an attachment would do in Warzone, it's also how the gun feels overall changes with every new upgrade. It feels infinitely better every single upgrade. Your ballistics, like how far, how fast your bullets shoot, gets a massive upgrade. You can see I'm testing out this this sniper right here, the VS Recon. It is actually so great. It is so refreshing to be able to play this mode. And I'm not saying this to shill or anything, because trust me, I have my pet peeves already that I've mentioned to the team over at Raven Software. I've said some things that, you know, like, hey, why are we launching without more modes than quads? Even if it was just duos and quads, I'd be fine with that. If it was solos and quads, I'd be fine with that. But not giving the opportunity for players to do anything other than quads is kind of goofy. So wasn't a big fan of that. And I mean, I've told them repeatedly. In fact, there was like a Q&A at the end of playing this. And literally the thing that got talked about the most was, hey, why the hell is there not solos? Solos is so important. Solos is how people are going to get content so that we can market this game, right? Like, that's kind of the idea, right? The more that you get to play solos as a creator, it makes sense to play solos. I just want to be very clear. This is it seems very like personal. Like, oh, well, we need solos so that I can play it. Well, it's more about the fact that that's how you get eyeballs on a game. Like, you're not always going to have a 4-man team. And also, it's a little overwhelming. Have you ever tried to watch another game and see someone actually play with a 4-man squad? You're not really getting to experience the gameplay all that much. You just have to take it as it is. That's why I'm kind of doing this post commentary instead of just slapping the gameplay on there. I want you to understand like what was going through our minds as we were playing. So this is obviously the new map Avalon. Okay, this map is an end game, though they have updated certain areas of it so that you're not going to get as many water engagements. So around, you know, different areas of the map, it's going to be not the same as what you would get in end game. So we're kind of running around to different areas. My goal here is to kind of loot up, check everything out. That's why instead of forcing these engagements like a lot of these other creators were doing, I want to go through, grab some attachments. You can see I'm slowly leveling up this sniper right here. You get no sight on the sniper, and then it'll give you a sight. It'll really like get you going to where you can get stuff done. Right here we have a I can't think of what it is. It might be like a bounty ping. I don't think that's what it is. I think it gives you a little UAV ping. You sit there on it. It's kind of like an intel contract. It's called a relay antenna. You capture it, it gives you a little UAV, and then you get a redeploy drone whenever you do this. You'll see it in just a second. We actually end up taking it and pushing into some gunfights in just a second near the, maybe the Lowtown area. I'm not 100% sure that that's the case. But you just kind of sit there, you initiate the capture, and then you just chill for just a second, and then it's going to give you a little UAV ping. So it scans, and then it can't be used for another 90 seconds. You can see it right there. So it scans, and then we're like, okay, what do we do right here? We got something right there, and that actually that I just marked is a cradle breach. So you can see that's the area. Cradle breaches are where you're gonna have zombies, and the thing about them is that that's where you get the highest tier loot. In Blackout, you can go to specific areas of the map all the time, always gonna be the same. By the way, check out how much you fly whenever you have those wingsuits. After hitting one of those redeploy drones, it is huge. If you can get it off rip, you can fly really well, but it does have quite a bit of weight to it, and we'll kind of talk about that as time goes on. You'll see it. But it is truly, truly cool what you can do with these wingsuits in this mode, though it is not overpowered. I said this to the game director. I said, hey, like, is very, because look how hard you fall right there. So if you don't have like that momentum, you are gonna fall hard. There is a certain skill ceiling, or what is it called? A bit of skill that you have to build up to kind of learn how to fly with the wingsuit. Now you'll see right here, I try and pop some shots. This VS Recon, not nearly as good as the Hawker. You're gonna see some Hawker gameplay in a little bit as we progress throughout this match here. I'm gonna find a Hawker. And I'm calling out, as you can see kind of on the minimap, we're missing our two teammates. So it's just me and Lucky Shamu right here. We're kind of trying to get over and try and get a couple of eliminations. We've not been challenging people. You can see I've got 0 eliminations. I popped some shots. Now, again, these ballistics are a little bit low. Also, no parachutes. So I dove over and it didn't let me pull my wingsuit right there because I was too close to the wall, just like it would with, you know, a parachute. And I kind of just flew down. Now, luckily, Lucky Shamu was able to kind of see where these guys were going, so I'm just trying to chase. I'm trying to stay on my teammate's ass, so that way we can keep it going. But the issue is we lose Mr. Marvel. He gets knocked, and he's like, we're like all over the place at this point. We've got guys in front of us. We've got guys behind us. We've got a lot going on. Now, this area of the map is going to be dense. It's going to have a lot of people on it. It's going to have a lot going on, so you kind of have to be careful here. Now, again, we were trying to get to the highest point on the map, and that's kind of what you see over there, that this tower right here is going to be the highest point on the map. So we were trying to get over to that area because we found that if you get high ground, you end up in a really good situation if you have leveled up weapons. So you want to make sure you're leveling up your weapons. Now, we don't have any more cuts after this because I figured out how to fix it, but that was the last cut. We ended up running into this surprise shipment, but there are some people behind us. Our teammates kind of caught up a little bit here. And so since one teammate's knocked, I'm going to pop some shots. Like I said, we're going to have this new like ballistics setup where your bullets do have a bit of drop. So you want to aim a little bit higher depending on your setup. Did you see that? the reactive armor, which by the way, reactive armor is going to get a nerf. The visuals of that, they have been hearing me. I had this conversation from what I heard. Reactive armor, the visuals are going to get a nerf. They may actually change it entirely. I'm not sure what it meant when I was told this, but I do know reactive armor will be changing, at least in some ways, to get rid of that visual effect because of how frustrating it is. I have had, this is the exact conversation that I had at dinner. I started asking, I was like, hey, when are we going to get this fixed? This is ridiculous. He was like, it is kind of ridiculous. We're going to get it fixed. So that's a W that I know that that's going to come at some point, maybe season 3. But for now, they're really focused on this main core gameplay. So right here, you can see on that right side, we do have those cradle breaches, and these cradle breaches, like I said, are these zombies areas. Now you have two different versions, one with a mangler, which is kind of like the big boss guy, and then one where you just hop in and you shoot zombies. Now when you shoot the zombies, if you get 10 zombies, this is per person, you're able to actually hit the mystery box. When you hit the mystery box, you can get exotic weapons that have 8 attachments. So if you're hopping in with your squad, it may be worth it tonight or whenever you actually get to play, to go ahead and hit some of those cradle breaches. See if you can get something from it, because I hear that there's a ray gun in it. I hear there's some 8 attachment weapons that are crazy. You can get level 3 armor from the manglers that reduce your damage taken by 50%. and it's hugely useful whenever you run into it. So I highly recommend it if you get the opportunity to go into some of these cradle breaches and get some stuff done. Now you can see that one of the people in there has a level 3 armor. They've already killed a mangler in there. They're trying to lock in and get some eliminations. And by the way, I did just get a kill on one of the guys in there because they ended up dying to one of the zombies, which is crazy. One of our teammates, by the way, right behind me is getting sniped by somebody, and none of us, or I think they actually fell to their death. But we are getting sniped from a different direction as well right now. So these wingsuits, in most scenarios, you can pull them out. Just make sure that you have your wingsuit set to manual, but you're always tapping it as quickly as you can when you jump off. I'm going to have a great video on Expel Plus covering the best settings for you guys coming very, very soon. That way, you guys can make sure that you're getting everything set up the proper way, because it is vital that you get the best settings for this. Otherwise, you're going to be in a tough situation. So the audio in this, pretty much the same as Warzone. If you're having any issues with, kill streaks, in Warzone, you're not going to have that issue now because the change in kill streaks, there's no longer PAs and stuff like that. You're only going to be getting... Oh, what a snipe on Sapphire Dolphin. So the PAs are no longer in the game. You've got very specific kill streaks, which means you're not going to have to worry about all this messed up audio. So you're actually going to get to hear footsteps in a lot of these situations. Now, as you can see, we're kind of camping the top of this building. Like I said, this mode is going to come down to teamwork. If you are playing a quads mode, you need to work as a quad. Do your absolute best to work as a quad, because if you don't, you're going to get slammed, especially with players having this level 3 armor. It is vital that you pay attention to stuff like this. And again, I am using this VS Recon, but we're going to end up changing it out in just a minute. This is likely, this area right here, you see Lucky Shamu's up top. I call out, hey, I'm gonna move in just a second. I let people know. And then I'm like, all right, I'm diving out. I'm gonna rotate over to Lucky because we need to get this high ground. It's a big focus to focus on like these positionings. In Warzone, it's not as important. Okay, we have guns in Warzone that absolutely beam people from across the map. You can rip people off headies in Warzone. But with these weapons, the change, this is going to be a much more tactical battle royale. What you're seeing from me right now is going to be a little bit less tactical because we have to force engagements because of the way that some of these players that we're fighting against are literal pro players, like the top tier. Oh, well, okay, they're creators, but they have played at pro levels within tournaments and stuff like that. So we have to focus up and play differently than you normally would in like a regular mode. That's why you're seeing me with 2 eliminations versus some of the best players in the world, So it is a very different experience than what you'll see in Warzone. There's a lot of things that are going to play differently, but I think at the end of the day, this is not me shilling. I didn't get paid. I got invited out to record. They didn't pay me for anything. I want to be very clear. No money hit my account from Activision at all. But I also loved Blackout. Blackout was how I got my start. Well, it wasn't how I got my start, but it was how I was able to go full-time in Call of Duty, and this feels like the successor to Blackout that we needed. I'm not gonna lie to you, this feels like Blackout, but with a twist that is similar to Warzone. It gives you that movement. It gives you those grapples so that you can kind of launch off into like different areas. As you can see, by the way, we're gonna land on these little boxes here. Now, these are also pretty vital. These little care packages are similar to the supply drops that you get, but they have, as you can see, a gear icon on them, which means it's going to drop high tier loot. It's going to have that higher tier gear. And I right there see that we've got that attachment kit. I've got a sniper. I'm going to level up my sniper. Now, what I've noticed is that purple and orange, purple and orange, those are going to be the times where your weapons hit the hardest. So if you can get a weapon up to that purple tier, you may not need to hit that orange tier. It's going to be good enough. In fact, the DS20 specifically is insanely good at purple. Like, insanely good. The DS20 may be the most cracked weapon in the game at those, like, purple tiers. I would highly recommend it. It's got the best build in my personal opinion. By the way, Lucky and I just ran up here and slammed this team of developers. I felt so bad because they were all developers just camping on a roof trying to pick people off. And then right here, you get the redacted, and by the way, trauma kit, it's going to knock me up to 250. But we get the redacted version of the Hawker. So I'm going to be able to take this, and you're going to see how fast you ADS. By the way, super fast ADS on this Hawker. Super fast ADS. It does speed up. Didn't realize that. You can see right there. I'm actually going to go back just a hair. Sorry. But It is so fast. You ADS quickly, you hit like a truck. So right here, you can see you get the damage barrel, stable focus, under barrel, the handling laser, rapid fire. You shoot faster, but it doesn't affect your damage. And you get the firepower suppressor. What the hell? I think it's a monolithic, but I'm not 100% sure. But you can see this is insane. Now, I'm going to run into some players down below on a bridge right here in just a second, and you'll be able to see, like, I was so used to the VS Recon that I started, like, kind of aiming ahead, and I started missing shots. But once I realized that you can just aim right at people, I mean, it's perfect. It really is. I cleaned out Hardcore Gamer, which I think was a developer, if I'm not wrong. And then in a second, I think I run into Ink Slasher, who's down there as well under that bridge. I mean, you'll see it is a super good sniper. Whenever you get this, you'll realize what I'm talking about. So that right there is Ink Slasher, just domed, just out of there, bro. Just absolutely destroyed. And the crazy thing is he had actually hit me, but because I have the trauma kit, like, he would not have one-shot headshotted me because it's too much damage, right? Too much damage. So right here, we're kind of getting into this in-game scenario. It's me and Lucky making all the call-outs as to where we need to go. Marvel and List are kind of just like taking down enemies and taking names, you know what I'm saying? But we are kind of forcing the positional high ground, stuff like that. Destructoid down there just obliterated again by that sniper. And so you hear Lucky right there. He says, let's take that bridge. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take that high ground. And I want you to pay attention to how these wingsuits do. You can see you kind of, the higher up, you're able to get more flight. There's a guy right in front of me, by the way. But the more high you are, the farther you're going to be able to go. Not because necessarily like, oh, of course you're higher, you're going to go farther, but because you don't drop as hard. The closer you are to the ground, the more you're going to drop, which is very important. Now, right here, we've got a lot of people rotating that edge of the bridge. I'm thinking, all right, if we can hold this bridge and we get the high ground, we win this game because of where the circle went. So that's exactly what we're trying to do. I tell everybody, hey, we need to just hit these cubbies. Let's hold up. I hear somebody zipped up. They ended up being right in front. I don't know. Weird ass audio. And it was Huskers. Poor Huskers. Bro got absolutely obliterated. He was the last guy on his team and just got destroyed. My God, brother. What a crazy ass play. So now down below us, I believe who we have is like Repulse. Like some of the really, really good players that came are right down below us. Right? This is a top 5 team situation here. 10 players left. Most teams having 2 players, 1 player. Aside from us, we have all 4. So there's only 6 players other than us. Everybody else is trying to stay alive. Now, the only option here for these guys is to come up this sipper. So we're going to kind of chill out here and just let them play their game. Now, the big thing is when you're playing this, you really want to focus up on the equipment that you have and really think a lot when you get into these situations. Be like, all right, what do I have? In game, I want to make sure I have a grapple every single time. These grapples, being able to play for something like that, even if you don't have the greatest movement, it does not matter. But being able to have that grapple is going to be vital. It's going to change the way that you play because you can like very quickly snap to a specific area instead of being forced to like float down slowly. So I made sure everybody had a grapple before the end of the game, and you'll see why in just a second. We're kind of just all making sure there's no other like level 3 vests up here, or level 3 vests, so that if we needed to get more armor, we do better. So we're kind of just chilling here, waiting for people, and you'll see in just a second, the circle actually pulls back toward this edge over here. Sorry, I just like reliving this moment. It is so crazy. Hearts pounding. There's so many people down below us. I didn't even see the guy in the water right there. I probably could have popped shots on that for free and got the kill. They did, by the way, change the water. So now with water, even though like gunfights in water are a pain in the ass, you can actually shoot through the water from above way better. The bullets do not drop nearly as much whenever you're shooting in water. So please keep that in mind. If you see somebody in the water, shoot at them. It's worth it. Makes a big difference now. So what I'm saying right here, I'm asking, hey, do you have grapples? Do you have grapples? Do you have grapples? Everybody has grapples at this point, and we're all planning to take that ledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally, you can hear everybody go, yes, yes, yes. And I'm like, all right, circle gave, let's get over there. This is where like being an IGL comes in play, because you think about these positions that you have to play. Now, Lucky went for the chow over, and so did Liz. I didn't realize they were going to do that. And then some random player right here tosses a flashbang, and the poor guys in front of us just line up We're able to lock in, get this free elimination on Natasha, and it is over. That is win number 1, the first win against other players in Blackout ever. Now, I did play a couple of other games with some random players, but on this gameplay right here, I was able to get set up with Merc Music, DK Dynamite, and Destructoid, who I believe was working with one of the, what are they called? Like the people that like write articles and stuff like that. So we're able to dive in here and kind of get crazy with it. Okay, because we were able to set up our team. Now, I chose this squad because my goal was actually to dive in and go to one of those cradle breaches. This is what we talked about. The last game, all we did was try and go to cradle breaches. We lost drastically in such a bad way. This is the last game that anybody got to play. And so this game, I wanted to lock the furf in. I wanted to make it happen. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I did. This is the best gameplay that anybody got while there. I am the only person with 2 wins under my belt. Like, it went crazy. So right beside me, I had Repulse sitting. And Repulse, I hear say, oh, I'm going to go casino. And I turn to Merc Music, who's also beside me, and I say, Merc, we are not going casino. So we're dodging that. This is probably the funniest thing that happened the whole time there. There was one guy, and I was like, okay, everybody's got to land on this guy right here. And so we did. And this poor guy just got full sent.
Update requires restart my ass.
Oh my God. Merc Music goes, update requires restart my ass. You should have updated, buddy. Oh my God, just obliterated. That poor developer, like poor playtester, whoever it was, just got absolutely pummeled. Funny enough, Merc and DK were the team that like I had set up, but I was trying to get one more player who I was hoping to be Timmy Toucans, but he decided to play in an all-girl squad, which I thought was hilarious because they were like, let's all play with Timmy. And I was like, man, my man got that full girl squad, and you'll see us run into them in a little bit. And they said that they were going to destroy us, and long story short, they were correct. I'm not going to lie to you. Well, except for Timmy. Timmy was the one holding back their squad. On God. Like, Timmy literally held back their squad so hard. It was rough. This poor guy is just trying to troll, and he's just getting obliterated every game that we play. I watched it happen. I was like, this poor guy, dude. This poor guy. But my whole team's actually working their way down to Coliseum right now. I told them, I was like, hey, I really want to work on trying to level up my weapons pretty early here, because when we go into gunfights, you know, we can end up in these situations. So I'm like calling out stuff. I'm like, hey, we've got grapples right here. I'm trying to look for some attachments, and they ended up just pushing straight down to a hot spot. And I was like, guys, we can't really do that because there's going to be teams there. I was like, hey, make sure to like be very careful if you're going to go down there. And of course, people were there. People were absolutely there. Some really, really good players. You'll see DK takes down Ink Slasher. He gets the knock. I don't think he gets the clean here because I don't think he can. And again, you'll see I pull out this glider. Oh, he does get the clean. I didn't even see that earlier. So I'm able to pull out this glider and go pretty far. The higher up you are, the more like wind you'll get under, and it's a big deal. The more wind you have, like the higher up you are from the ground, the more wind you get under. It makes a big difference. So I see it's Marksman, and then one cheesy mofo. If you don't know who that is, that's Nacho from back in Blackout. This guy, OG Blackout player, one of the greatest of all times. And as soon as I saw those names, I was like, look, Merc, we got to dip. We got to get out. We got to get out of Dodge, bro. It doesn't make any sense to sit here and chow 2v3 against some really, really good players. We're not the kind of people that are trying to go for these. We're trying to play just to, like, learn stuff. That was our goal this game, was to learn stuff. Now, right here, you're actually going to get to see the redeploy tower and how it works. So I've talked about it in my videos, kind of discussing the patch notes and things of that nature. But it's pretty simple. You go in, you sit on it, and you wait for teammates. Like, it's pretty much that. Now, I will note, I asked specifically to the game director, I said, hey, how big is the area around it? I really couldn't tell because we were always kind of in a situation whenever we went to kind of grab somebody. I didn't look at it super clearly. So how big is the area for when you're trying to get back a teammate? Now, you'll notice I just went ahead and leveled up one weapon all the way. It's completely up to you, but if you are... and this is my personal opinion, if you are running through and trying to get stuff like this, I would highly recommend what you do is just go ahead and level up one weapon all the way. That way, when you face an enemy, you're going to be able to instantly knock those guys a lot faster instead of having to be like, all right, I got a little bit more bullet velocity on this gun, a little bit more bullet velocity on this gun. It would be better to go ahead and get one weapon fully leveled up if you have the ability. Put all of your attachments on one gun. Don't worry about that other gun. In fact, if you have an SMG as your secondary, don't worry about it at all. Like, that's what I would say, because you're going to use it in close range anyway. Now, there's actually a developer sitting inside this. I did not realize it. I was like, what's going on? Is there so? And then he shotguns me. He freaking shotgunned me. He's trying to grief my ass, bro. Are you kidding me? I got a developer trying to grief my ass. Crazy. So I start rocking out to the right. I call out, hey, I'm going to go ahead and rotate out to this gas station. And then the whole squad just was not paying attention. Like I said, these are people that are not playing Warzone. Like DK Dynamite, I know for a fact. Merc Music, I know for a fact. That's not their thing. So what I do is, like, I'm trying to be IGL in these situations. I'm trying to call out where to go and stuff like that because I know how to hit rotations. Not so much for them, not like talking smack by any means, but not so much on their part. So I'm popping shots. I've got this grapple in my pocket. This right here, by the way, Timmy mother flipping toucans getting slammed. Suck me, Timmy. How about that, buddy boy? Timmy went. Timmy's like just getting destroyed. Now you can see that's Amara. I think it's, God, is it Natasha? Yeah, Natasha and Liz, maybe? I think that was the squad. So that was their squad plus Timmy. And I was like, all right, well, look, it's just me again. I need to rotate out. I know that Merc actually has this redeploy token. So instead of us using that redeploy tower, you got to see it, but we didn't use it. You may see one in a little bit. So instead of us getting to use it, they actually end up using their redeploy tokens. So redeploy tokens, basically the way that they work is you have 45 seconds till you come back. I don't know if you activate a redeploy tower and the teammate comes back if they get to keep that token. I'm not sure how that works, but it's just because no one got the opportunity to do it. Now, we'll talk a little bit of smack about one specific person, Swag, who is an absolute psychopath. This guy, I did play one of the random games with him on my team, and I kept telling him we needed to rotate to specific areas, but this man would literally just engage everybody, and we lost for it. I died, like, trying to protect, which by all means is my fault, just to be clear. But this man, he was on my team and would just chow everything. He had a team that he knew was not good. A squad that was not going to keep it together. We were all mediocre players compared to someone that plays in tournaments and stuff like that. And he is just full sending everyone. He's trying to take down everyone. I'm like, we need to rotate. We need to hit this. No, I want to stick around. I was like, mother of God, brother, calm down. We're just trying to game here, okay? We're trying to game.
I'm getting it going.
He was gaming, I'll tell you that. He would sit outside of those cradle breaches and try and pick people off. And I was chill with it, but honestly, man, it was a lot. I told him after the game, I was like, bro, we got to get the hell out of Dodge. We gonna do stuff like that, bro. And then, of course, he ends up teaming up with like Sparrows and Repulse and Lucky Shamu afterwards. And they, by the way, I don't even think they won, just to be clear. I don't think they won at all, which is crazy because they were clearly the most well put together team there. It was wild to see it happen. I watched a win by Huskers that was maybe the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm sure he's going to have that on his channel where he had to make a comeback at some point. And he won because the enemy had to reload. That's literally what happened. The enemy forgot to reload. So, pretty crazy things that happened while at this. But this win right here, I promise you, this is the wildest series of gameplay. So, I kind of want to break it down for you here. So far, I am the only one that has not died. I have my redeploy token. I've got 3 teammates that have already died. All of them lost their redeploy token. Now, I am, in this situation, the IGL. I am trying to communicate to them the specific positions for which we should take so that we can have a better chance at getting wins, right? All right, at this point, we can't get any of these cradle breaches. Like, people are just camping it out, but no one's actually doing anything. No one actually hit the mystery box the entire time we were there to get an exotic weapon because people just fight each other. Like, everybody was so focused on getting their, like, cool gameplay that people just fight each other. So it was like, all right, well, if they're going to play that way, like, there's nothing we can do about it. We can't go get it. It is what it is. Because most players, they just sit outside the cradle breaches and let somebody else do it. It was, like, the wildest thing. Like, everybody was trying their ass off, which makes sense. Of course, everybody get their early gameplay. But I'm just saying, like, that was the reality of it, that there was nothing you can do. So we've got this cradle breach up here. It's like, all right, well, maybe we can get it because we don't see anybody shooting or anything like that. We got a mangler up there. And as you rotate up, actually, it just closes is kind of the big thing. We end up running into this team right here. And I try and get up. I pop some shots, hip firing. DK Dynamite gets an elimination on Windows Central, which I believe, again, is like a... Oh, sorry, don't worry about that. Yeah, you can see gamertag, Windows Central, IGN. Like, these are all people that are writing articles. Poor IGN. Every time we ran into them, just pummeled. Like... I think back to the days where I actually got hired on to, or I got contracted to do gameplays for IGN, and they tried to make sure that I was always available for update days for stuff like this. They were like, all right, hey, we'll try and make sure we get gameplay from you, because I guess whoever they always send just gets pummeled, and I feel bad. Not talking smack in any way whatsoever, but it's just like so tough, because I know that everybody goes to these events trying their best to get gameplay. And the person from IGN, every time I saw him, was getting destroyed. It was just so tough. I'm sure they were decent at the game, but when you just like put yourself against some really, really high tier players, it is so difficult when this isn't what you focus on for a living, is the actual like playing the games part, right? So down here, we're going to run into another team. Okay, so we're looking around. I see that there's a truck there. I call it, hey, there's a truck here. It's still moving, which means we're going to run into a team, and they're like, hey, we could probably go ahead and take some eliminations. I see a sniper. DK Dynamite gets shot. I'm trying to hit that rotation so that I can pop some shots to this person, keep them off the team. I get the crack. I'm going to try and hit another rotation because I do have 3 grapples. I'm telling them, guys, we cannot take this. We cannot take this. If we continue to take this, and they just kept pushing up for it, I was like, we need to rotate. Guys, come on. We got to rotate. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to try and take high ground. We got all 3 of the teammates rolling up. I say, hey, we've got a guy north. I call it out. I'm trying to get live pings. It's another team. I call it, hey, another team. We're going to have to rotate out. Merc music, pop some shots. I see full squad right there. Full squad. I say, we've got to get out. We've got to get out. And every player just pushes that team. I'm like, well, guys, we got to go. And then everybody just pushes that team. I'm getting shot from numerous different directions. Again, it's Natasha, Amara, Liz, and Timmy. I know I've got to get out, so I rotate down. Down here, there's actually a redeploy station. I see the truck gets hit, and I see that there's a guy down inside to the right. Right there. He just opened the door down beside me. So in this situation, I'm like, okay, this is getting a little tough. This is getting kind of crazy. Can't get my teammates back. I got a vehicle showing up on my left. I've got no plates. I've got no opportunity for wins here. Now, if you know me, if you watch my content, you know that I like to go for my teammates. I'm playing in all scenarios for my teammates. That's all I want. I want to get my teammates back. I want everybody to have a good time. I want to play the game. So this whole time, we're just focused up on trying to get back teammates. That's what I'm doing. I'm literally just telling them, I don't want to play by myself. My goal is to get you guys back. Let's find a redeploy. Let me see if I can get you back. They're like, honestly, you could probably play for your life if you want to. It's not that big of a deal. We can just spectate it out. No big deal whatsoever. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to get over there. They call out, hey, there's a boat. You can probably rotate over to the left. I go under the water. And then as I come up, you can see the boat in front of me. As I start to come up, that boat literally disappears right in front of me. No explanation as to why. And of course, there's people right up above me. So I've got no opportunity for success here. They're literally just trying to take me out. I'm trying to be as stealthy as physically possible, and they just want me dead. Call of Duty just taking me out. Honest to God. So again, I'm the only person left at this point, and this is kind of why I feel like they should have dropped a solos or a duos or a trios mode, because obviously I'm a really good player when I play this game. Like I put a lot of time into it. I am very good at the game. Most people are not going to do what I do in this gameplay, especially not against professionals. So if there's no solos, duos, trios mode, and you just get slammed constantly, it's going to be pretty disappointing. So right here, that's going to be, I believe, a team of developers. And with this, you can see the bullet velocity of this AK-27 with that orange build is going to be insanely good. You can absolutely hit some shots, absolutely go for some eliminations. That person saw me coming in. I went for the kill. I tossed that little doodag in there. I don't know what it is, but I threw that in. We still got a guy down on the left. I'm like, all right, maybe I hop in. Nobody's there. They already rotated. Let me get this kill. Take whatever they've got on their body, and I still need to rotate out. Like, it's completely free to buy, obviously, because there's no money, but I need to rotate over to this redeploy station, and I'm thinking to myself, like, can I sit on it for 30 seconds? At this point, Merc's literally saying, like, hey, you don't need to get us back. It's not that serious. If you see guys over there, just rotate out. Like, it's not a big deal. Just live your life. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for the damn buy. All right? I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to get the damn buy. Okay?
time.
Yeah, he's literally calling. He's like, there's not enough time. Like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, I'm going to do it, bro. I'm going to send it. I'm going to go for it.
I think there's multiple teams up there.
And there are multiple teams. So up here is the Repulse Swag Sparrows team. They are up there. They are going buck wild on the map. Now, these guys did get quite a few kills, okay? But at the end of the day, getting kills in a mode that is fully focused on BR, it doesn't have, like, loadouts and stuff like that. Brother, doesn't matter at the end of the day. That's kind of the beauty of this mode, is that this mode is solely focused on being the smartest guy in the game. And that's what makes it so good. That's what I love about stuff like this. That's what was so good about Blackout. You can be really, really good, but if you get outsmarted by somebody, that's it. You lose. So I heard a guy grappling over to me, and I need to go ahead and hit a rotation. You'll get the classic rotation from Expel here, where I just take all the dodges.
One close to you. One close to you.
The whole team is just calling out, there's a guy there, guy there, guy there, guy, right there. Oh, guy there. It's like 7 dudes here. We've got, I think, Repulse up top right now, sniping. And I'm not sure that I can just hit that, but I pop it. And the issue is the second that you go outside of that, it actually cancels it. Because I tried to go back into it, and it ended it immediately. But I tried to go back over here. Yeah, it says redeploy tower on cooldown. So I go to sit on it, and it's not there. I try to grapple out. I get stuck. I get killed by literally Repulse, Amara, Swag. Shot for so much damage right there. And I thought I was out. At this point, the game director, the dude that is in charge of it all, is standing behind me watching me. I didn't realize I had a redeploy token. I make a comeback here, and I see some of these gearboxes, okay? These gearboxes are going to have some pretty decent loot. So I'm like, all right, well, this is my opportunity. Maybe I'll get you guys back if I can. If I can't, I might just have to play for my life. And realistically, I'm going to give it to you straight. We had to play for our lives on this one. So go ahead and hit one of these. I want to look around, make sure I get the right gun out. Now, I did accidentally pick that up on the Peacekeeper. I meant to grab that on the MXR, but I actually leveled up the Peacekeeper because I was trying to get it to orange on the MXR, but I was just swapping weapons. I was nervous as hell, I'm not going to lie to you. If you're playing by yourself against some of the best players in the world, like, your hands are shaking. Let's keep it real. Like, I'm stressed. Okay, I am stressed out of my mind. I see this loot on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the Peacekeeper for the carbon. It's actually a blue version, which means it's gonna be relatively good, so I don't have to stress too hard. I've already got a vest, which again is gonna give you that 25% damage mitigation, which is very, very important. It is vital in these end game times because people are gonna pop really good shots at you. So I'm just looting at this point. And that's what it's going to come down to, is you're going to end up in these situations at the end of the game where you have to loot. Their goal with this was to not hit a brick wall once you got your loadout. So once you get your loadout in Warzone right now, you don't have to loot for anything. And I tell people this all the time. Just stop looting. Just go for eliminations. You'll get loot off of other people's body because all people do is loot. Now, the beauty of Blackout is that you have to loot to continue to improve. Because there's no way, like, the likelihood of you being able to get a level 3 armor, 2 maxed out weapons, all the equipment that you need to take these engagements, perks, stuff like that. And you probably haven't seen too much of me using these perks, but they are actually really, really good. You'll be able to use them a little bit more in your games. But when I'm playing against, like, pro players, they don't make a massive difference. So right here, I'm trying to rotate out because I can pop some shots. And you can tell that the players behind me are freaks. And this right here, this is where things start to get a little interesting. I'm going to try and talk a little bit less. Maybe we just kind of enjoy it together. But it is crazy how this goes down. I'm the last one alive on my team. I've got no plates. I got a full squad behind me shooting my ass. This is where things get super interesting. Now, I will note the beauty of this mode is that there's no UAVs. Doesn't work that way. So I know that I can just chill and stay incredibly quiet. I'm just talking to my teammates at this point. I'm like, I'm just gonna chill because there was no proc chat in the build that we had. All it is just waiting out, putting yourself in the right position. And you're gonna be able to play like this when Blackout comes, and it is the most beautiful thing that if you get a full 4-man, you can just wait. Inspect your knife. Just see what's happening, you know? So the circle's moving in. I'm going to be forced to go ahead and rotate here. I see those things on the inside there. I don't have the opportunity to kind of run through there because I don't have any plates.
Yeah, yeah.
Right there in front of me. That is Sparrows. He went AFK for a split second at the end of the game. I'm able to grab all of his loot. I need to go ahead and plate up, but I'm able to grab all of his loot. This is going to make a huge difference. That is the level 3 armor. I've got a plate box in my inventory. We've got 2 plates on, and we've got a covert MXR at orange tier. I have 6 eliminations at this point. This is kind of the time where you're going to see a little bit of this water gameplay. Things get incredibly intense here.
Dude.
So I get pretty lucky just running up on a guy that, you know, didn't have anything. I got a guy above me. I can't chow that. Can't put myself in that situation, so I've got to rotate back out.
What?
Now you'll see I'm getting shot from above. These bullets, they go through the water so fast. The ballistics for water, it's almost the exact same speed. Doesn't slow down like it does in real life anymore.
Good hit, man.
Circle is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Now that player right there, I'm fairly certain is swag. I'm fairly certain that's swag. So I come up. I'm trying to figure out how many players we got up there. You got to keep in mind, plates are pretty vital right here. If you don't have plates, your armor vest doesn't work. So there's no mitigation. So my goal is to take people's plates off of their bodies. So right here, we've got another player. Orange armor. That is level 3 armor. I know I've got to rotate out. I can't chow that. He's shooting players over there. I know that I need plates, so I pop that plate box. C-Preds just died. And I'm trying to rotate up. I'm trying to keep close on cover here. This guy didn't see me, which is kind of crazy. I was able to grab actually 1 plate whenever I went up, so that's going to give me an opportunity to plate up whenever I need it. It's all about playing smart in these in-game scenarios, right? At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, and that's what you have to do. So pop some shots here and there, but don't end up in a situation where people can always see you. And I need to make sure that I'm reloaded, but this guy, level 3 armor, I'm able to get shots on. Charlie, intel, down. That player right beside me is swag. I gotta come up, I gotta hit a reload. Swag, not realizing that I'm here, pushes over to me, I get free shots, and he's gone. I've literally got the game director behind me watching me do this. After coming back from death, I take down another insanely good player. An OG marksman. Gone. It's a 1v1 situation. Me versus Nacho. Me versus one cheesy mofo. I've got 2 plates, a Carbon 57, an MXR to my name. I toss down these turrets. One cheesy mofo hops over. He misses his shot because I put myself in a position for a victory, and I come back. Solo versus numerous quads for the goddamn victory. And that is the beauty of this mode, ladies and gentlemen. That is what I love so much about this, is that even in quads, you're able to do stuff like this as long as you play smart. And I realize that a lot of people, you know, are going to feel one way or the other about it, but I think that this is going to be a massive opportunity for pretty much anybody that loves the battle royale genre. This is coming back to true form. It's mixing Blackout, it's mixing Warzone, and it made this beautiful child that I think is going to be an absolute blast for literally anyone. So I'm just saying, I think this is going to be worth your time if you give it a shot. You don't have to level up any weapons. You don't have to do anything like that. No, I'm not paid to say this. I just freaking love the mode. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to provide a lot of opportunities. And after this, I'm going to go ahead and throw in one more gameplay. We do end up losing it, but I wanted to showcase it to you just in case you want a little extra footage. I'm not going to talk over it. I'm just going to give you a raw gameplay. But either way, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you for watching. It is going to be a blast. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on with this tonight. Got more content coming. It's going to be a great, great time. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Video coming up in just a second. So make sure to stick around for that gameplay.
We good? Yeah, it's good. It's good. We good? Yeah. I kind of want to hit up this mission at top golf club. There's a mission there. Check it out.
It is pretty nice, I feel like. Oh my god.
MSS.
It's good, I mean,
That's gonna be a hot drop, bro.
Avalanche green pin.
Yo, I need like 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds.
Test. Alright.
Oh shit.
Do we want to drop, like, kind of middle then? It seems like it drops around, like, yeah, top shot. Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch those top shot. I'm gonna see if that phone's ringing there. Come down. I've been in. Yeah. Yep.
Hunt down the enemy.
Side fire down.
You're hurt, not injured.
Lock in. Tap in. Got you.
Switching legs.
Oh my
Checking
god.
in here. Marking
I heard a
loot.
phone over there.
Terminal scan complete. Top priority threat has been identified.
Yeah. No.
Circle is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Is that okay? Yeah, I got a sight for the LMG. That'll be pretty good. Hear a phone ringing right here. No. It's for an LMG. Dude, the LMGs are solid. Yeah.
Use a nearby terminal to identify and hunt down threats.
Taking
Yes.
breakpoint.
That's for the operator orders. I forgot to check the
where is
ammo.
it? I want to see it.
Marking target location. Inserting armor.
I got a legendary LMG. Grapple.
Taking waypoint.
Heard that. There is a strong box here, but we don't have the USB. DK, do you want to push with green and purple?
Yeah, coming, brother.
Okay. Oh, but there. Oh, you got the operator orders though. Oh,
Yeah,
the camo?
I was looking. Yeah, I just wanted to see it.
Gotcha.
Oh, if you want for a minute.
if you guys want to, yeah. So are we just looking for cans? Yep. got one.
Yeah. I just got one too.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's
got
really
two.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're already halfway. Already.
Get that camo unlocked, dude. They're just in random spots in this area.
You'll find them within that red circle, yeah.
Yeah.
You got 7. Got another one. I think it's because I'm grabbing them all.
Oh, we got it.
All right, yeah, one more.
Found them.
Unless, wait, no, did we get it?
Did we get it? I think we did. I said complete.
Yeah, the first match I played, we got it done. That's so I already,
Threat has escaped.
already have
Work
it. I just
harder to
haven't
get them
equipped
next time.
Yeah, let's go. Let's move.
What do you think? Do you want to like push up here? Try to get high ground. Oh, that's
Marking
right.
target location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking waypoint.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, may
go
as
for
well.
it.
May as well. Oh yeah, this is brand new bike here.
Second.
Terminal scan complete.
Nice.
Marking
HVT
hostile.
located nearby.
Like you're not losing the
nice
ray
camo.
gun.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, no one can actually ride on this.
No, you can't. Oh, I'm on it.
You kind
me off? Let's see.
Oh, there we go.
Cradle bomb is being deployed to the war zone. Eyes up,
Fire
soldier.
behind.
Oh, Cradle's on.
Hold up. Stop breaking on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Cradle bomb has been detonated in the war zone.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
This is how we do it, bro.
This is how we fucking win. This is how we do it. Let's go to the airdrop. Go to the airdrop.
Yeah, wait for the box there.
Yeah. The box one. Okay, bad.
Yeah,
Get the grapple. Get the grapple. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no worries.
Circle is moving.
Ah! Close. There you go. Nice, dude.
Oh, there's an upgrade. Get the upgrade.
That's what you get.
Not really. This is so great. Dude, we have to find this one.
I take the vehicle.
Alright, grab it.
Opposite way.
right.
Another squad
Yeah,
eliminated
yeah.
to target.
Marking loot.
Had to hit the Tony Hawk grind. Yep.
Cradle bomb
finish the
hazard
main road,
decreasing.
be careful.
Sweep for supplies.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, what? Get some goodies there. There we go. I'm going. Go.
Taking great point.
Look at this one. Yeah. Double back. I think maybe someone's near. Yeah.
Marking target location.
Heard that.
Only 25 remain.
Oh. Timmy and Brox. No, they're.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. Good sensor dart.
Jedi drone ready for deployment.
Marking
Very
airstrike.
good.
Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you!
I'll grab that.
Fuck you!
Oh, I'll take. Oh, nice.
Something's gone.
Meanwhile, we were all just stacked on a dirt bike. Oh my god.
I'm out this bitch.
Oh, there's a surprise shipment here if you guys want to try to get some stuff.
Viable guild
100%.
shipment in
Those
the
are the best
AO.
ones.
Expect opposition.
Yeah, you can get an armor satchel, get something.
Yeah. That'd be good to get.
Area clear. Secure the supplies.
Alright, oh my god, they're legendary. Dope.
Good stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
Tagging waypoint. Guild surveillance drone
Is that
detected
worth?
in the area.
No, circle is
Take it
closing.
down.
Nice.
Job's
damn
done. Good work.
You used it? Yeah.
Taking waypoint.
You've got a collapse inbound. Safe zone relocated.
There's an upgrade here if someone still needs it.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I got
Purple
both
now.
guns max.
Gotcha.
I'm flying.
Ready to hop on that? Alright.
Taking the heli? Alright, bad.
Yeah, I think the hell. Yeah. The next cradle. There's no drop.
Yeah, find the next, wait for the next
Another
cradle.
minute.
Just kind of, just kind of like rat the circle.
Yeah.
Play outer, we should be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I see one down where we started.
fighting. They're fighting.
Yeah,
now.
they're fighting.
Holy crap.
We can, I mean, like, but we can float out in the water, like around here.
Marking target
Safe.
location.
No one's gonna be here.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not.
Cradle bomb
We could loot this
Expect the
area.
enemy to
Oh,
bring
it's
you
coming.
away.
It's coming. It's
Taking
coming.
marking
It's
hostile.
up here. It's up here.
Roger that. I see him.
Yep. We got somebody shooting over there. So careful. Yeah. It's in.
Detonated cradle bombs in
Let's
the
go for it,
AO.
let's go for it.
Watch for chemical contamination.
Uh-oh. We'll third party. Let's go.
Oh, no box.
Are we going?
I see an enemy.
Right. They're actually they're reviving somebody there though.
There's also another heli on the ground. Grounded heli. They're going up now.
Yeah. Yeah. Missile
Yeah,
lock.
we gotta get closer. Gotta get closer though. Flare incoming missile. Got flares. Jump.
Marking
Landing,
target
firing
location.
range. Got one of me on blue ping. Where's the grapple?
Somebody just dropped over
Oh,
there.
I dropped the grapple.
On
Fuck.
ping.
He's running.
What?
Oh, there's a bunch of squads straight up.
Your surveillance
they're
drones
fine.
detected in the area.
Enemy
Take them
move
down.
I think I got a smoke.
Cradle
Wow.
bomb's clearing.
No, that's a.
We received intel there's valuable supplies in the blast zone.
Maybe we can try to rotate. No, back up. Get in firing range.
Yeah,
We could try to rotate left.
Collapse is inbound.
Nice, Sapphire. There you go. Doing the surveillance drone. Nice.
You've achieved the objective.
Good stuff.
Marking loot.
Guy right here. Just a second.
Oh, you're almost getting complete.
Marking hostile.
Threats been identified.
Gold armor. He's out.
Inserting armor.
Enemy mover.
Taking gold armor, bro.
Mark enemy mover. Tagging breakpoint. Marking
That's a
hostile.
bad heady, bro. He's right here. Jumping over. On me.
He's trying to grapple away. Oh, you got that HKD nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I got gold armor from that shit.
Marking enemy. Oh, yeah. I got replay. Damn. Down one. No.
Taking effective fire.
Send full rotate down. In circle. Heard.
Track threat has been eliminated, but not by your team.
Good stuff.
Get to them first next time.
I'm running, bro. I got a
Supply
grapple.
drops are being deployed to the war zone.
Let's get to work.
Good shit. Oh fuck, they're still shooting me, dude! Fuck you doing?
Keep clear of the circle. Get to the safe zone.
Enemy mover. Loading new mag.
It's mine. You guys have blades? You can't have it. Someone light it
Marking
on me.
hostile. Enemy mover. Reloading mag.
You got somebody on you?
Yep, one on me.
Coming.
Moving here.
Bro, I need fucking plates.
Oh, somebody up top. In here.
One on stairs, yep. Yeah, there's I think they're still chasing. I got plates. I got at least one plate though. Need more plates.
Inserting armor.
There we go. It's a bit better. Let's go.
Grapples on me.
Heard. I don't have any grapples left.
Moving here.
Oh, nice. I got two. Yeah, stick together. Yeah. Right here. Let's see if we can get a good position for like circle, you know? What is that?
Oh, good. You got a purple one.
Watch for movement.
Marking target
Where's that
location.
pirate? Heard that.
Stopper above us, careful. There's a team,
You're losing ground. Move it.
building behind us.
Heli above.
Oh, yeah, they're on us, dude. They're on us.
Broke their armor. This one's dead. Marking
There's another
hostile.
team across.
Enemy mover.
Oh, God.
Inserting armor. I'm on your
Yeah, we
side.
got dropped there.
Damn, I have.
That's tough, bro.
I have my redeploy token. I think.
You have your token? Yeah.
Your squad
You
is
have to hit up
belly
the tower.
up. Get this done on your own.
Yep. Do I have it or no?
Yeah, we got
Did I lose it?
That's rough, bro.
I'm hit.
Yeah, that's redeploy, but that's gonna be fucking tough.
That's
Yeah,
tough,
there's
man.
a
There's a guy right there on us.
There's also
Squad
one
mate is
walkway.
out. Use a nearby tower to
Behind
call
where
them back
Inserting
in.
armor.
We can ping it. They're like around this area.
Switching megs.
They got gold. Oh fuck.
I
Hold
got
on,
fire.
bro. Damn. That's tough, bro. GG.
Good try.
Loading new mag. They almost had me. Enemy moving.
Circle is approaching. To the safe zone.
Target location.
They're so hungry for it. I had gold.
Marking hostile.
Hunt
Marking
him.
upgrade.
Hostile up.
Enemy mover.
Loading new mag. Incoming fire. Swapping mags. Watch out. Reinforcing armor.
Move to location. Tagging waypoint.
It's down to 10. Win this thing.
Waypoint steady. Enemy.
There goes their armor. Changing mags.
Marking target location.
Marking target location. Enemy mover.
Tagging waypoint.
Swapping mags.
Copy that. Tally enemy.
Inserting armor. Marking hostile. Loading new mag.
Reinforcing armor.
Inserting armor.
Loading new mag.
Circle is closing in.
Reloading mag. Marking hostile.
Changing mags.
Enemy.
Loading new
Squad in
mag.
the top 5.
Reinforcing armor.
Inserting armor.
Reinforcing armor.
Inserting armor.
Watch it.
Inserting armor.
Reinforcing armor.
Would I ever use
They're on me.
The circle is collapsing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there.
Reloading. Taking effective fire. I'm reloading. Changing mags!
Circle is moving in. New safe zone located.
That was close. I'm reloading!
Oh,